Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start. Today is our last lesson about delivery of cost and management accounting. My name is Anjum Satar. To the lesson, we'll go through LO3 learning outcome 3, which is understand implies management techniques used to improve quality. So that's what we'll go through today lesson. So let's ask the question yourself first. How much you know uh, about motivation? And that's motivation and staff engagement. Anyone, please? Just think about scale 1 to 10, please. What we know about 1 to 10. Huh? Okay, so first of all, we have indicative content, what we supposed to be learned today. Lesson motivational method, which we'll go through. We'll go through the Horsburgh theory, Maslow, Taylor, Mayo, rewarding implies financial reward, time rate, overtime, piece rate, commission, performance related pay, profit sharing, salaries, fringe benefit, all these non-financial rewards can be job rotation, job enlargement, job enrichment, empowerment, and team working. That's all will be focused in our lesson. Okay, so our overall discussion will cover all these points as well, and we'll go through, when we set the objective need to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. It need to be smart. So first of all, all these theories being summarized here in this mind map. So first of all, Maslow was the humanist, and he gave the motivational theory. He said, mention if we want to be satisfied and motivate staff, we need to be focused about their needs. If we fulfill their needs, like the psychological need, basic needs, like food, shelter, safety needs, affiliation need, esteem need, and self-actualization, then we will be at the top level. So that's, the Maslow hierarchy of needs, a couple of you already learned in other subject areas. The another author, Elton Mayo, he gave the theory high tone effect importance of the teamwork. So he mentioned teamwork is very important. Coming together, like Henry Ford mentioned, coming together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, and working together is a success. So his mention was social collaboration is important. Then McGregor gave the theory X and theory Y. He said no, the implies are quite uh, if we don't control them, they can't really perform well. So we need to be closely monitor. We need to be use more autocratic management style, to be manage them. Then they perform better under supervision. So then he gave the theory Y, which is more about the democratic leadership style, which is staff workers are self-motivated, so workers need to be give them flexibility in their work. So that was the theory Y. Theory X is more about the control environment, and theory Y is a more flexible environment. Then the McClelland, he gave the theory of motivation need to be achieved, what needs we, risk versus outcome. If it's a high risk job, there should be a high outcome, and the success will be, and the people will be work high. Yes, so necessity of the feedback need to be looked. Then the Horsburgh gave two-factor theory is quite popular. One is called hygiene factor, which is known as demotivator factors. Like, if the company policy, the salary, status, security, or these can be demotivator factors. And then Horsburgh also mentioned the motivator factor. What those are motivator factor, like achievement, recognition, growth, advancement, interest in the job. These are all is the motivator factor. Okay. Then Taylor, F.W. Taylor, which is Frederick Walker Taylor, gave the scientific school. According to the Taylor was the bricklayer. He studied his evening course and got the degree in management. He's also known as the father of scientific school of management. He said, he did the time and motion study. He did the piece rate. He said, the management task to create the surplus. He said, if we will pay, people are motivated, the worker are motivated through money. It will pay through the piece rate, and they will be more motivated. They produce more, and they give the more output. Yes, and making the chain and the teamwork. So his focus in is. Then Peter Drucker, he said about the money failure or success of anything is a success of manager, and failure of anyone is a failure of manager. So manager need to be, sometimes can be authoritative, yes, consultative and participative. The group, that's, then again, more about the bureaucratic pyramids and humanist, all. So these are all the motivational theory which we can more explore in and we can go through in detail. Anybody any question, please? If you have, you can drop me email if you're listening this recording. Okay. So first thing, we have 3.1, describe the motivational method used to improve the employee performance. Performance always equal to, first thing, what is the performance? Performance is equal to, always measures the employee's performance, time, cost and quality. Yes, performance never measured just in terms of the cost. Of course, satisfaction, the staff or the employee that the client they deals, is a crucial. So motivation of the staff is the key aspect of influence staff behavior. The topic concern is very managers, almost every managers we can say, yes, are the leaders. Yes. So a leader is the motivation referred to the willingness of the individual to perform the certain task or the action. It is the incentive or the reasons for them to be behaving in a particular way. In practice, motivation is taken as the meaning how hard an employee is willing to work in their job. It goes beyond the employees merely following rules and order and look at the how dedicated they are just because someone is talented and able, and it does not necessarily following that they will be more effectively. Often the missing secret ingredients is the motivation. So theories about the motivation usually fall into two main: content theories and process theories. So unfortunate motivation is a difficult to measure directly. So meaning that the managers have to look other factors that maybe indicate the level of motivation, like job rotation. Yes, also be motivation, not just the money. Staff turnover and productivity level can be look around and measured. How these factors could also caused by other issues within the organization rather than simply poor motivation. For instance, lower productivity may be cause of the lower working practices within the organization and rather than the staff unhappy staff. So that's we need to be look around these. Okay, so when according to the Mullen, the categorize of the various needs and expectation implies either intrinsic motivation or extrinsic motivation. We need to be look around. We need to look around their needs, wants, actions, goals, what we gave, accomplishment, yes, satisfy, which satisfy or not. So that's the mechanism of motivation we need to be could understand as the managers to be make the successful. Then further, this being in this diagram being further being explained. Okay, so we need to be look around. We need to look around the motivation in this figure, in this diagram being explained that the highlighted the relationship between the needs and expectation at work and economic reward relationship, intrinsic, extrinsic, all these also link with the motivation. Like if we look the needs and expectation at work, economic reward, social relationship, intrinsic satisfaction, then staff will be happy and will be motivated. Okay, order the following list in relation to what motivates you in your job by placing the most motivated factor at the top. When you have done this, ask 5 people that you know the same, compare the result and discuss the outcome of the lesson. We can discuss in our discussion forum on the Moodle as well. So the communication can be a motivated factor, promotion prospect, good basic salary, regular bonus, recognition, doing job well, control over the job, holidays, flexible working hour, job security, and work culture also leads to. Okay, then next we looking in here because a lot of the reward system we need to be understand. At the consideration of the motivational theory shown, the reward is the important stimulate to action, whether it is explicit or extrinsic, such as the money, intrinsic, satisfy, such as the praise. Yes, money is not just only as the part of the equitable balance of the commitment shown by the employees and other things balance to be an individual. Does the money improve the job satisfaction? If you ask the question to managers, an answer will be undoubtedly yes. And some motivation theorists suggested that can be improved satisfaction. Room, however, did the research also reveal that the money does not provide the satisfaction, but the lack of money can cause dissatisfaction according to the Horsberg. Another scholar, when the employees reach at the certain level of income which can be support their living standard well, money is no longer affect the job satisfaction. What is the result of different other countries? So national culture, economic development, cost of living, these all, the factor affect. Correlation between the monetary reward, job satisfaction could be different across the country, and reward is sometimes given of the following occurrence of the behavior and intention. Thus, we can look at intrinsic reward, incentive, or the motivation is only to extend the individual belief to attain yes incentive instrument. So reward system is the strategic approach and identify allocation of reward need to be implied. What exactly behaviors the organization want to be reinforced? An important question is to be what extent reward is based upon interest of the individual rather than the group. Yes, goals, target also created sometimes specific measures. That's all we need to be looking at. Okay, next we're looking now. So in this is the example of content theory of motivation. McGregor pointed out the two opposite set of exemption made by the manager. That's the theory X and theory Y. Emphasizes most approaches to the supervision. X exemption, the people dislike work and the responsibility. People must be to get the make the effort, subordinate, prefer to be directed. Yes, the theory Y exemption, physical and mental work in is the naturally play the rest. Yes, the human being does not inherently dislike the work. Yes, these are two different thinking, like I mentioned earlier in the mind map as well. Yes, so these are we need to be look around the theory X, theory Y management style. Theory X is more autocratic, you can say, and theory Y is more liberal and democratic, where we need to be. And that style managers can be adopt, and that will help, you should have a good, understanding about the principle, motivate people and this stage, and that's to make, effort to be understand what motivate them. You ask these questions, make task changing, involve, your team, consult to keep your team, informed, nature responsible, allow individual freedom, make team, and praise and recognize. That's all is a crucial to be achieve our objective. Okay, next we're looking now 3.2, explain different methods use the rewards. Yes, reward is an incentive scheme that tie up directly to the performance, and reward should be encourage an improvement of the performance. It can be tied up the performance of individual and the team of employees. Such scheme link the performance to the organization goal. Performance are related pay, like a piece work reward are related to the place or the effort. Faster the employees work, higher the output and the greater the reward. A motivation by objective, the key result, identify which reward to be paid on the top of salary. Point system that can be extension of management by objective approach. Reward scheme should be ran the reward available the based on the point system derived from the scale improvement. Yes, if you improve it, if you reduce the cost, you should be more like a commission paid on the performance or the bonus to employees, that can be related. And the bonus scheme can be introduced, profit sharing, and making giving the shares in the company and making a partner in the company. That's other scheme. Long term incentive scheme will those, designed to be continuously motivated and deliver organization. Short term incentive can be like seasonal, promotional. Seasonal bonuses can be, and Maslow also link, the self achievement. That's which we need to be look around. Okay, reward system must be carefully designed, are fair and consistent for all employees, sufficient to be attract and retain, maintain, improve. Yes, reward progression, promotion, comply with the legislation, control salary costs. Extrinsic reward is related to the tangible reward, salary, fringe benefits, security, promotion. These are extrinsic. Intrinsic is related to the psychological reward, such as opportunity to use, ability, the sense of challenge and achievement, receiving appreciation from the senior. That's, Mullen present the following category: economics reward, intrinsic satisfaction, social relationship, and individual. That's all we need to be focused. Anybody, any question, guys? If you have, make sure you read all thoroughly these, which we need to go through. Okay, I'm not reading full slide, but just to explain you the concept. Motivation is inferred from the systematic analysis how the personal tasks, environmental characteristics influence the behavior and the job performance. Motivation is the type 5 read, as the individual phenomena. Motivation is not a fixed trait. It can be varies between individuals. Maybe the things introverts, one person if not motivate the other person in the same level. So that's you need to be carry on. So we have a mixture of reward system. So content and process theory. Content theories is motivation attempt to explain these are the specific thing motivate individual at work. These theory concerned with the identifying the people needs, relative strength of those needs, and main the content motivation include the Maslow hierarchy of need, Elder ERG theory, and Orsberg two-factor theory. These are all the theories which we can. The process theories, these theories attempt to identify the relationship among the dynamic variables. The variables change, the motivation levels is change, the national minimum wage change, the expense change, like room theory, which is all about, and then further Adam and various other authors also acknowledge for this. That's we need to be look around as well. Okay, home expectancy theory, which we can further explore in the next slides. Okay, money as the key motivator, early management theories and classical like a Frederick Walker Taylor. What is your views? Money is solely enough to be motivate employees at work. The solution of the financial reward is effective than the non-financial. You can post, in your discussion, or you can write down the points. What do you think? So according to the Ibrahim Maslow, he gave this theory. Of course, we can look around the Maslow work on the humanist. Here we need to be always need to be look around the needs. Yes. So because everybody is different the needs that also affect, the motivational level of individual. So thus we need to be also be focused. Okay, so Ibrahim Maslow, he was the humanist, as earlier mentioned, safety needs, individual needs with those fulfill, and they may be different people at the different needs level. If we fulfill them accordingly, the people will be motivated and they will perform better than others. Okay, then horseback two-factor theory, which is also be motivated, dissatisfier, like the hygiene factor, policies, its culture of organization, we need to be focused. Motivator factor, satisfier, more intrinsically. Yes, so we can look around those as well. Okay, that's we need to be look around. Okay, next we can look around McLean. McLean also gave the theory is more focused about the achievement, power, and affiliation. If we give to the people, that can be people will be more motivated. That's we need to be focused. Okay, so we can look around these. Also is good, the factor which we need to be focused. Yes, that also help, to be improve the performance in the organization. Okay, guys. Yes, any question if you have? Okay, next we said the process theories. The content theory presume that is sufficient for individual motivated enhanced performance, logical sequence, and identification of deficiencies in the process theory to determine how the people is motivated. Action is around, so directed to be sustainable. That's the key focus. Sustainable, yeah. Sustainable development, not you're looking once you develop it, you can. It's a continuous process. We need to be carry on moving and improving the things, not just relies on. Okay. Equity theory, as the word equity is more about the shades, and equity motivation is the relationship between the implies perception, how fairly he or she is treated, and how hard he or she is motivated to work. John Stacy Adam equity theories explains the pay and the condition alone don't determine the motivation. It also explains why given the person promotion and the pay risen from the demotivation effect on others. So that's all being discussed. So that's also we need to be look around and we need to be focused. Okay, not included here on the video for you, just which is all about. Next, we're looking 3.3, the key factors, setting the appropriate personal target. So other the motivational factors such as responsibility, challenge, and opportunity, self-improvement, all we need to be empowerment, how we can empower, delegation. That's also be crucial, to empower people. They can make some decision themselves. They have a maneuver. That's also help, give the individual target. Say to them, you write your, what you expect, what you think you will do. And then you collectively, you do, like a 360-degree appraisal, not do the appraisal only, performance appraisal. So we need to be think about that also we have to ask, Okay, empowered is the mere encouragement. Empower mean the management be trust on the employees to be carried out the task. Okay, then we need to be look around the context of managing staff behavior. Taylor believed that by analyzing the work in the scientific manner, it was possible to find the best way to perform the task. He felt by organizing work in the most efficient ways, organization productivity would be increased, and allowing to be reward implies with the additional remuneration motivation only. To accomplish Taylor's scientific management consists of four key principles. Tasks should be analyzed in details to determine the most efficient method to be used. Yes. Managers should make all key decisions to provide the detailed instructions. Yes, that's we need to look around. Okay, next we're looking one thing, which is if you want to work your merit criteria, so we have a motivational method. Of course, we can look around intrinsic, extrinsic theory. So performance always equal to the function, ability, and motivation. If not, that we can't. This is empirical evidence research shows, according to the Baker and various other authors. A part of the individual ability and the motivation, their performance is also determined by one and ability by two. Yes. So that's we can look around. Work environment is also, if they implies a lack of ability and appropriate training can be implied. If there is an environmental problem, altering the environment promote higher performance is the key. Yes, if you're every day you're disturbing your staff, it's a meeting morning, you do this, there is a no flexibility. Of course, we have to do it, but we have to draw clearly some flexibility, like we can do on via Zoom or various other tools. Think about if you have work and what your experience, you were treated as an asset of the company. Yes, so that's which we solve it. Yes, what you can do, you can look around. Yes, so you can remove this. Okay, that's the feedback. Yes, the basically the question and answers. So just need to be adjust. Yes, so what you can do, you can remove this. Yes, you can see the feedback of that's which is good to be read. Just think about what is the driving force and what do the people. Yes, list the four enablers. So you will see here. I think so I can remove it. Yes. So four enabler, a lot of enabler being discussed here, not just four. We can discuss four. Yes. So we can look around the family health. Yes, well-being of these are all. Balance has identified 8 critical implied needs. Yes. And the meaningful cooperation, prayer, autonomy, recognitions all need to be given. So employees will be motivated. That is crucial. These are activities we can. Then we've been given the distinction criteria, benefit and the problem of rewarding employee for the good performance. Prominent authorities and the goal set, we need to be look around the goal being was the appropriate MBO management objective. Earlier we said agreement between managers and workers, that we need to be reviewed because that help to good performance. Okay, goal setting, that need to be clarity, challenging, commitment, feedback, and the task complexity. That's all we need to be. So there are that lot of work tailors being done. Look, and various other authors did research on that, further we can explore in our as well. And when agreeing about the goal, it need to be smart. Goal need to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic. That's all been explained. That we can set the goals always smart. The offering the reward system implies motivational issues, intrinsic, extrinsic. We can review as well. And then we have a characteristic of the total reward package. We need to be looking, is it holistic? It focus on how the employees attract, retain, and engage. Is it best fit? Is it really, the total reward package is fit with the people centered the package and the evolutionary. The long term approach is based on the incremental rather than the radically change. And what are the perceived advantage of recruitment, performance, and reputation? All we need to be focused on. And what are the perceived disadvantage if we don't? Cost and the time consuming can be may not be recognized. All the employees need, and competitor action not may be focused. Does the money motivate Maslow? Yes. Does not feature explicitly in the hierarchy of need. The first order the factor is one, the money doesn't is motivate, instead of the people are motivated by the needs. Yes, so basic psychological needs, safety needs, and all these we need to be focused, and the reward system should address it. Then we can Augsburg theories, of course, hygiene policies, and dismotivator and motivator factor that need to room. How the person felt would be target, and the size and the bonus is need to be reasonable. So these are all the methods, and the reward system will help to improve the performance. And then I included little quiz for you, the motivational theory, yes, which we mentioned in the mind maps. You can test your understanding how much we know, and then we copied the links further for. Okay, so that's any question, anyone, guys, please, if you have, please drop me email on my email address, anjam at ukversity.co.uk. I hope speak you all during our assignment discussion lesson, or when we'll start the new unit. Thanks for listening and attending. Hope so. Speak you all. Bye bye.